Ever asked a question and got nothing? Not an answer, not an argument, just a wall of thick, soul-crushing silence. It's a special kind of quiet. A quiet so loud it fills the entire room, making you question your own sanity. This, my friend, is the silent treatment. And it's not just a bad mood or a need for space. It's a sophisticated, covert weapon of psychological control. Today we're dissecting this powerful mind game. Why it works, why it hurts so damn much, and most importantly, how to stop playing. Let's start with the pain. You feel it, don't you? That twisting in your gut. The frantic race of your mind, replaying every recent conversation. What did I do? Was it something I said? How do I fix this? You start blaming yourself before you even know what the crime is. This self-doubt is exactly the intended effect. The silence creates a vacuum, and your brain, desperate for answers, rushes to fill it with guilt and anxiety. So, why does this emotional tactic have such a physical impact? The answer lies deep inside our evolutionary wiring. As a species, we are fundamentally social. For our ancestors, being cast out from the tribe, ostracized, was a death sentence. No tribe meant no protection, no food, no survival. Our brains developed a powerful alarm system to prevent this. Social pain. Neuroscientists have found that the silent treatment activates the very same part of the brain that registers physical pain. Let that sink in. To your brain, being deliberately ignored can feel like a physical injury. It's not in your head, it's in your brain. This is what makes the silent treatment such a brutally effective tool of control. The person giving the silence, let's call them the stonewaller, creates a power imbalance. They become the gatekeeper of connection and approval. You, the recipient, are left in a state of desperate uncertainty. Your brain's alarm system is blaring, screaming at you to restore the social bond at any cost. This often leads you to apologize for things you didn't even do just to make the silence stop. The stonewaller gets what they want without saying a single word. It's a perfect, no-fingerprints crime of emotional manipulation. Now, let's be clear. There is a massive difference between the silent treatment and simply needing space. Needing space is a healthy act of self-regulation. It's communicative. It has a stated purpose and a timeline. I need some time to think. Let's talk tomorrow morning. It's about de-escalating a conflict to resolve it later. The silent treatment is the opposite. It's a punitive act. It's abandonment. Its purpose isn't to solve a problem, but to punish the other person into submission. The timeline is indefinite. It ends only when the stonewaller decides you've suffered enough. Let's look at some classic scenarios. Maybe you'll recognize one. The romantic relationship. You have a minor disagreement about weekend plans. Instead of talking it out, your partner just shuts down. They give one-word answers. They forget to say goodnight. They move around you like you're a ghost. The entire home becomes a cold, tense battlefield. You spend days walking on eggshells, desperately trying to guess what you did wrong, until you finally break and say, "I'm sorry for whatever it was." Mission accomplished. The stonewaller re-establishes control. The issue is never resolved, but the power dynamic is reinforced. Or how about the friendship? You voice a different opinion on something important. Suddenly, your friends' texts go unanswered. Your calls go to voicemail. In a group setting, they talk to everyone but you, their gaze sliding past you as if you're invisible. It's social exclusion at its most surgical. And then there's the family dynamic, where the silent treatment is often learned and passed down through generations. A parent ignores a child for getting a bad grade or choosing a different path. This teaches the child a devastating lesson. Love and connection are conditional and can be withdrawn at any moment. So what can you do? You're on the receiving end. The silence is deafening, and your brain is screaming at you to fix it. How do you break the cycle? Step 1. Recognize and name it. This is the most crucial step. Stop blaming yourself. Acknowledge what is happening internally. Say it to yourself. I am not being overly sensitive. I am being subjected to a manipulative tactic designed to control me. This shifts your perspective from, "What did I do wrong?" to, "This is an unhealthy way to handle conflict." It takes the power back. Step 2. Do not play the game. The Stonewaller is waiting for you to beg, plead, chase, and apologize. Your frantic attempts to reconnect are their reward. Refuse to participate. Don't send a barrage of texts. Don't demand they talk to you. Don't grovel. This will feel counterintuitive. Your brain's alarm system will hate it, but by not reacting, you are refusing to reinforce the behavior. You are showing them that their weapon is ineffective. Step 3. Communicate your boundary once. When you have a calm moment, state your position clearly and without accusation. Use an I statement. For example, I feel hurt when there's silence between us. I can't solve a problem I don't understand. When you're ready to talk about what's bothering you, I'm ready to listen. You've stated your feelings, defined the problem, the silence, and offered a constructive path forward. Then, you let it go. Step 4. Disengage and focus on yourself. This is the hardest part. Live your life, go to the gym, meet a friend, work on your project. You are not giving them the cold shoulder back. You are simply living your life, demonstrating that your emotional well-being is not dependent on their approval. This removes the Stonewaller's primary source of power, your reaction. When they see their silence isn't crippling you, the tactic loses its appeal. Step 5. Evaluate the pattern. Is this a one-time thing from someone who doesn't know better, or is this a recurring pattern of behavior? A one-off incident can be a teachable moment. A chronic pattern is a form of emotional abuse. It's called stonewalling, and it's one of the 4 horsemen of relationship apocalypse, according to psychologist John Gottman. If this is a pattern, you have to ask yourself a hard question. Is this relationship healthy for me? Can I thrive while constantly bracing for the next wall of silence? And what if you're the one giving the silent treatment? Maybe you learned it as a child? Maybe you hate conflict and silence feels safer? Recognize that while it might feel powerful in the short term, you are eroding trust and intimacy. You are replacing connection with fear. Learn to use your words. It's scary, but it's the only way forward. Start small. I'm feeling angry right now. I need a moment. In the end, the silent treatment is a story about a profound human need for connection, twisted into a weapon of control. It exploits our deepest evolutionary fear, the fear of being cast out. But you are not a helpless ancestor on the savannah. You have the power to recognize the game, the strength to refuse to play, and the right to demand relationships built on communication, not coercion. Don't let anyone's silence be the loudest thing in your life. Fill that space with your own voice, your own peace, and your own unshakable worth.